Hey, English learners! Welcome back to Fluent English Academy, your place to learn simple and natural English for real life. I'm Emma.
And I'm Tom. Here, we help you understand everyday English conversations and speak more confidently in your daily life.
Sometimes English is not really difficult, but real situations can feel stressful.
Yeah, especially when you need help in a public place and suddenly you don't know what to say.
Like when you go into a big store looking for something and you just can't find it anywhere.
You walk around for 10 minutes pretending you know where you're going.
But inside you're thinking, okay, I'm completely lost.
And then you finally decide to ask someone for help, but your mind goes blank.
What should you say? How do native speakers ask for help politely without sounding awkward?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to practice today.
In this lesson, you'll learn how to ask for help naturally in a store and how real English speakers talk in this kind of situation.
First, you'll listen to a natural conversation inside a store.
Then later, we'll break down the most useful phrases step by step so you can understand how they're really used.
And after that, you'll get a chance to practice speaking too, because listening is important, but actually using the English yourself is what helps you improve faster.
And don't worry if you don't understand every single word the first time.
That's completely normal.
Just focus on understanding the situation and the feeling of the conversation.
Also, while you listen, try to notice these expressions. I've been looking everywhere for this.
Could you point me in the right direction?
Oh, wait, I think I walked right past it.
These are very natural expressions that people use all the time while shopping or asking for help.
All right, now let's jump into the conversation and see what happens inside the store.
Okay, where is this section?
Excuse me, are you looking for something?
Yeah, actually. I've been looking everywhere for wireless headphones.
Wireless headphones? I think those are upstairs near the electronics section.
Upstairs? Wait, seriously?
Yeah? Did you already check up there?
No, I didn't even realize there was a second floor. I've just been walking around downstairs this whole time.
Yeah, this store can be kind of confusing the first time.
Apparently. I thought I checked every section already.
Honestly, the layout here doesn't make much sense sometimes.
That actually makes me feel a little better. I was starting to think I was the only one confused.
Nope, definitely not.
I came in here thinking this would take like 5 minutes.
And now?
Now I'm about ready to give up.
Don't give up yet. What kind of headphones are you looking for?
Nothing too fancy. It's for my younger brother's birthday.
Oh, nice. Does he play games or mostly listen to music?
Mostly music. He's always wearing headphones.
Got it. Then you'll probably find more options near the back wall upstairs.
Okay. Could you point me in the right direction? I honestly have no idea where the stairs are.
Yeah, of course. See that sign over there next to the shoe section?
The red one?
Yep, that one.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Just walk past that area and turn left. The escalator should be right there.
Ah, okay. I totally missed that before.
It kind of blends into the background.
Seriously, I walked past the shoe section like 3 times already.
Honestly, I did the exact same thing my first time here.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking for the checkout counter and somehow ended up near the kitchen supply section.
Okay, that's actually worse than my situation.
A little bit.
Well, thanks for helping me. I was starting to feel completely lost.
No problem.
All right, let's see if I can finally find these headphones.
I think you will this time.
Hopefully. If not, you might see me walking around here another 20 minutes.
I'll keep an eye out.
Okay, so I just go straight, then left.
Yep, and once you get upstairs, the electronics section should be right in front of you.
Perfect. Thanks again.
Anytime.
A few minutes later.
Wait a second.
Oh, hey, you made it upstairs.
Yeah, but now I'm confused again.
What happened?
I see speakers, phone cases, gaming stuff, but no headphones.
Really? They should be close by.
Unless I somehow walked past them again.
Hold on. Oh, wait, I think you walked right past it.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, it's literally right behind you.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't believe I missed that.
It happens more than you think.
That's actually kind of embarrassing.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. These actually look pretty nice.
And those ones are on sale too.
Oh, perfect. That helps a lot.
Looks like you finally found what you needed.
Yeah, thanks to you, honestly. I was about ready to walk out of this store empty-handed.
Well, at least it worked out in the end.
True. And now I don't have to panic about buying a birthday gift tomorrow.
See? Successful shopping trip.
Barely successful.
Still counts.
Well, thanks again for being so nice.
Of course, glad I could help.
All right, I think I'm finally done shopping.
Nice. Hopefully your brother likes the headphones.
Yeah, I hope so too.
All right, that was the conversation.
And honestly, that situation is really common.
Yeah, a lot of English learners know basic vocabulary, but when they're in a real situation like this, they don't always know what sounds natural.
So now let's go back and break this conversation down step by step.
We'll focus on the most useful phrases and show you how native speakers actually use them in daily life.
But before we look at the phrases one by one, let's quickly talk about what was happening in this conversation.
So, in this situation, Emily went into a large store to buy wireless headphones for her younger brother's birthday.
At first, she thought it would be quick and easy.
But after walking around for a while, she couldn't find the electronics section and started feeling confused and stressed.
Then Jake noticed that she looked lost, so he asked if she needed help.
And from there, they had a very natural everyday conversation that included asking for help, giving directions, reacting naturally, and even joking a little.
You also heard how Emily explained her problem politely instead of sounding demanding or frustrated.
And Jake used very natural expressions while helping her and giving directions inside the store.
So now let's zoom in on some of the most useful phrases from this conversation and learn how you can use them naturally in real life too.
All right, let's start with our first phrase.
In the conversation, Emily says,
I've been looking everywhere for wireless headphones. And the key phrase here is, I've been looking everywhere for.
This phrase means you tried many places, but you still couldn't find something.
And native speakers use this phrase a lot because it sounds more natural and more expressive than simply saying, I can't find it.
Yeah, because when you say, I've been looking everywhere for this, it shows that you already spent time searching and maybe you're starting to feel a little frustrated too.
Exactly. So this phrase is very useful when you want to explain your situation politely while asking for help.
For example, maybe you're shopping and you can't find a product.
Or maybe you lost something at home and you've checked every room already.
Here's another natural example. I've been looking everywhere for my charger.
Or, I've been looking everywhere for my keys.
And notice something important here. We usually use this phrase when the search started in the past and is still continuing now.
That's why Emily says, I've been looking, not, I looked everywhere.
Because she's still searching during the conversation.
All right, now let's practice saying it together.
Listen and repeat after me. I've been looking everywhere for this.
Once again, I've been looking everywhere for this.
Good. Now say it in a full sentence. I've been looking everywhere for my phone charger.
Nice. And try to say it naturally, like you're talking to a real person in a real situation.
Because that's exactly how native speakers use this phrase in everyday life.
All right, now let's move to the next useful expression from the conversation.
This next phrase is something you'll hear all the time in stores, malls, airports, or any place where you need directions.
In the conversation, Emily says, Could you point me in the right direction? I honestly have no idea where the stairs are.
And the key phrase here is, point me in the right direction.
This phrase means helping someone know where to go.
And it's a very polite and natural way to ask for directions or help.
Yeah, because instead of just saying, Where are the stairs? Emily says, Could you point me in the right direction? Which sounds softer, friendlier, and more natural in conversation.
Native speakers often use phrases like this when they don't want to sound too direct.
And notice that Emily also says, I honestly have no idea where the stairs are. That makes the conversation sound even more natural and human.
Exactly. Real conversations usually include little emotional details like confusion, hesitation, or uncertainty.
So this phrase is useful anytime you need help finding a place.
For example, inside a shopping mall, at a hospital, in an airport, or even in a new office building.
Here's another natural example. Could you point me in the right direction for the customer service desk?
Or, excuse me, could you point me in the right direction for the restroom?
And one more important thing. We usually use this phrase when we need general directions, not exact detailed instructions.
Right. You're basically asking someone to guide you toward the correct area.
All right, now let's practice it together.
Listen and repeat after me. Could you point me in the right direction?
Once again, could you point me in the right direction?
Great. Now say it in a full sentence. Could you point me in the right direction for the electronics section?
Nice job. And remember, the more naturally and calmly you say it, the more confident your English will sound.
All right, let's continue with another useful phrase from the conversation.
This next expression is very common in everyday English, especially when people want to sound more natural and conversational.
In the conversation, Jake says, "Yeah, this store can be kind of confusing the first time."
And the key phrase here is kind of confusing.
This phrase means something is a little confusing or slightly difficult to understand.
And native speakers use kind of very often in conversation because it makes the sentence sound softer and more relaxed.
Yeah, because if Jake simply said, "This store is confusing," it sounds more direct and stronger.
But when he says, "This store is kind of confusing," it sounds more friendly and natural.
Native speakers do this all the time. They often add words like kind of, a little, pretty, sort of, to make their English sound softer and smoother.
And in this situation, Jake is also trying to make Emily feel better. He doesn't want her to feel embarrassed for getting lost.
Exactly. So the phrase also helps create a warmer and more comfortable tone.
You can use this expression in many everyday situations. For example, when an app is difficult to use, when instructions are unclear, or when a place is hard to understand at first.
Here's another natural example. This app is kind of confusing at first.
Or, the subway system here is kind of confusing.
And notice the pronunciation too. In fast, natural speech, native speakers often say, kinda confusing, instead of kind of confusing.
Yeah, you'll hear that a lot in real conversations. All right, now let's practice it together.
Listen and repeat after me. Kind of confusing.
Once again, kind of confusing.
Good. Now say it in a full sentence. This website is kind of confusing.
Very nice. And remember, small phrases like kind of can make your English sound much more natural and less robotic.
All right, now let's move on to another useful expression from the conversation.
This next phrase is great for describing a situation where you feel confused and don't really know what to do.
In the conversation, Emily says,
"Well, thanks for helping me. I was starting to feel completely lost." And the key phrase here is feel completely lost.
This phrase means feeling very confused, unsure, or not knowing where to go or what to do.
And native speakers use this expression a lot in real life, not only when they are physically lost somewhere, but also when they feel mentally confused.
Yeah, for example, you can feel completely lost in a large building, in a new city, during a complicated conversation, or even while trying to understand instructions.
And notice something important here. Emily doesn't just say, "I was confused." Instead, she says, "I was starting to feel completely lost," which sounds much more natural and emotional.
Exactly. It helps the listener understand how she was feeling emotionally in that moment.
And the word starting is important too, because it shows the feeling was slowly growing over time.
Right. She walked around the store for a while, couldn't find what she needed, and little by little she started feeling stressed and confused.
So this phrase is very useful when you want to describe frustration or confusion in a natural way.
Here's another example. I felt completely lost at the airport.
Or, I started to feel completely lost during the meeting.
All right, now let's practice it together. Listen and repeat after me. I felt completely lost.
Once again, I felt completely lost.
Great. Now say it in a full sentence. I felt completely lost in the shopping mall.
Nice job. And remember, expressions like this make your English sound more human and emotionally natural.
All right, let's continue with another useful phrase from the conversation.
This next expression is extremely common in everyday English, especially when you miss something that was actually very close to you.
In the conversation, Emily says,
"Oh wait, I think I walked right past it." And the key phrase here is, walked right past it.
This phrase means you passed by something without noticing it.
And honestly, this happens to people all the time. Maybe you're looking for a store, a person, or even your car, and then suddenly you realize it was right there the whole time.